Hi there, folks. This is Gord the Fuzzy Cook Guy here. So I've been busy the last couple days. I made this apple caramel cheesecake. Turned out really nice. I took some to some friends of mine. They had it. They thought it was the best thing they've ever had. So they wanted me to do video on it. So here we go. I'm going to give you a quick rundown how it's done. You'll find this video later on YouTube and maybe on Facebook. Okay, here we go. Thanks. Okay, for the first step for making this apple caramel cheesecake, we have to make the caramel sauce. So I have a half a cup of melted butter. I've just added a cup of brown sugar to this. So it's now on medium heat. I'm going to melt this brown sugar down, dissolve all the brown sugar into the butter, which will take a little bit of a process. So here we go. We start stirring and trying to get this dissolved. It's on medium heat. This should take about 5-7 minutes. Depends on how hot you have your stove. I just keep it on medium so it's a nice slow gradual heat up. So as it's stirring up, it's heating up. Now I add a third cup of heavy cream. 35% cream is what I'm using here. Get all this delicious 35% cream in there. Whip it up and blend it all together nicely. Here we go. Start whipping and stirring it all up. Blend it all together nicely. See, it's coming together quite nicely. So now it's dissolved and I'm switching to the spatula. So now we have to wait until it comes to a nice boil, and we're going to boil this for 2 minutes. It's not quite there yet. That's why I'm using the spatula. See, now it's bubbling. So now I'm going to speed this up because it's taking too long. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Look at that. Doesn't that look pretty? So now it's pretty much done. Now I've put it in the jar and set it aside for later. Now I have a 9-inch spring pan with dough batter in the bottom of it because I had some leftover dough. 2 8-ounce packets of cream cheese, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I have 2 tablespoons of flour, but I've got it split up, 2 eggs, and a half cup of sugar, and 3 apples. So, here we go. I'm going to take the apples and peel them all up. 2 of them I'm going to peel. All 3 of them I'm going to peel. 2 of them I'll chop, another one I'll slice. I'll show you what I'm going to do here. So, first of all, let's peel these apples all up. Get them all peeled nicely. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Here we go, peeling away. We're almost done here. And then I gotta peel the last apple still. It just takes a couple minutes. I'm using Honeycrisp apples because I find the Honeycrisps are nice and firm after you bake them, and they give a nice flavor in the baked goods. So here we're peeling the third apple just to get ready. We're almost done here. Peel, peel, peel. Yay. Here it comes off. Alright. And there's the last one peeled. Get rid of these potato skins. Get rid of this peeler. Now I pull up my trusty knife. Cut these apples all up. And dice the first 2 apples. I'm after 2 cups of diced apples is what I'm after here. And move these apples all the way. Move the knife down. Get these all chopped up. No, maybe this cutting board's getting too close. Oh. Dicey, dicey, dicey. Now I gotta pull this cutting board down, it's too close to the bowl. Okay, and you dice all these up into small little pieces. Now I'm going to grab my measuring cup, throw these diced apples into the measuring cup. That's my first apple. Do up the second one here. Choppy, choppy. Just give me a couple minutes to chop all this up. The rest of this all chopped up and ready to go. Oh, some big pieces hanging around still. Yeah, I'm using a flour tortilla. A flour shell. A flour pastry shell because I had extra pastry in the freezer. Most people will want to use a graham crumb, but I had pastry left over, so I figured, hey, let's use a pastry shell. Turned out pretty good that way too. So now I've got 2 cups of chopped apples here. This third apple I'm going to take and slice it up and use it for something later, which you'll see. So now I'm just going to slice this up. The nice little slices. Here are the cores. Now it's just about all sliced up. There. Now I'm going to get rid of the knife, get rid of the cutting board. Okay, now I'm going to put the 2 teaspoons of cinnamon in here and 1 tablespoon of flour mixed in with the apples. I'm going to grab a trusty fork here. Where did I put it? Oh. There we go. Now stir this all up. Get it all mixed in. So that was 2 teaspoons of cinnamon and 1 tablespoon of flour. Now I'm going to grab the blender, my electric beater out here. Move my eggs so I don't drop them on the floor. Now turn on the blender and get this mixed up. I'm just using a hand blender. It's a quick job, so just so much fun beating up cream cheese. So I'm just going to try and get this all nice and softened up. The cream cheese and the eggs were been sitting out for a while to bring them up to room temperature, make this job a little bit quicker and easier. Don't want to work with cold cream cheese. Now I'm adding in the 1/2 cup of sugar. Then I'm going to grab this last tablespoon of flour and throw it in. Oh, my bowl keeps sliding around on me. Hang on to her. Mix this all up nice and smooth. This will take a couple minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Blend it all up. Whip it up nicely. Get all the stuff on the side and mixed in. Yeah. Now I'm going to shut this off, grab a spatula, scrape everything down. Oh, where's my trusty little spatula? There we go. Oh, careful there. Scrape all this down inside the bowl. Make sure it's all nice and blended. Sorry for the arm being in the way. Now I'm going to add 1 egg in here. Now here we go again. Turn the blender on, mix the egg in nicely. Get the egg all well incorporated. Now I'm going to grab the other egg here in 1 sec. Here we go. Put the second egg in. Blender all up. Oh, doesn't that starting to look nice? All creamy and smooth. Oh, there was a little bit of sugar left in that bowl. Dump her in. Mix it all up. We're pretty much just about set here to go. Doesn't that look tasty? Oh. Yeah, I only used a 1/2 cup of sugar. I found it was just perfect enough. It's only 2 8-ounce packs of cream cheese anyways. So I'm just going to stir all this up, make sure it's all blended nicely. Looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to add the diced apple mixture to this, which is the apples, flour, and cinnamon. Just going to fold it together, blend it all in. then I'm going to grab these prepared pre-baked pie shell a little bit. As you notice, it's got tinfoil wrapped around the spring pan just in case it leaks. I'm putting about a cup, about 3/4 of a cup of caramel sauce in the bottom of this. And spread it out all over the bottom, make it nice and even. Spread it out. No, I'm going to leave that for later. Okay, now I'm going to take the cream cheese and apple mixture, throw it on top of the caramel sauce. Spread it all out. Pastry's cooked about halfway up the side of the pan. So, scoop all this out. Get all this beautiful, delicious cream cheese out. Scrape the side of that. And I got too much sitting on the spatula, so I'm going to use my trusty little finger to scoop some of this off. Yay! Now I'm going to put the rest of this caramel sauce on top and swirl it in a little bit. Get a nice swirl. Scrape the rest of this in here. So I used just about a cup on this so far. Now I'm going to grab the sliced apples and I'm going to rearrange them nicely on top. Spread them all out. Still some more here. Just cover the top up with all these apple slices. There's a couple more coming here. That looks pretty good. So now this is going to go in the oven at 350, which is already preheated. And we're going to bake this for 40 minutes. So here we go, 40 minutes in the oven. Now it just came out after 40 minutes. I've added some pecans to the top. I'll probably add a couple more here. Open the cupboard. Didn't have enough out. Grab a couple more pecans. Save them here for a sec. The caramel sauce got a little hard on me, so I'm just kind of giving it a little swirl to soften it up. Oops, sorry, hit the camera. Just going to soften this caramel sauce up a little bit. And it's not on very high heat, just enough to soften it. It's a little too hard when I got to it again. She's just about ready to go. It's a little too hard and cold when I first got to it, so that's why I'm reheating a bit. She should be ready now. Shut the oven off. Now I'm going to spread some of this out on top. Shut the stove top. And spread it a little bit more out, whip it up. Sure it stays together nicely. I'm putting about a quarter of a cup to about a quarter to a third of a cup on top. Cover up some of the pecans. Cover up the crispy apples that were baked on top. Let's see, that should be just about spread out nicely, evenly. Put a little bit dab here and there. There we go. Put it on top of place, hot mats. I'm going to break up some more pecans on top. You don't want the nuts, you don't need to put the nuts on. I just did because I enjoy nuts. And I love pecans, so that's why we're using them here. I just break them up in my hand. I just find it's just quick and easy anyways, so. Oh, I think I need a couple more. I need one to eat too. Oh, get my hand in there. Okay. Break a couple more up, spread it all out nicely. There we go. Now we're going to bake this for another 10 more minutes in the oven. Get my hot mitts. Now this back in the oven for 10 more minutes. Here it is all done. Doesn't that look gorgeous? I gotta wait. So now I gotta let it cool. Then it's been in the fridge overnight. She's all nice and cool. I had to steal a slice and had tried already. Oh, she tasted good. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Bye.